Well, good morning. I am out early as ever and I'm back in the local forest. Now, today is middle of the summer and we have a preponderance of green everywhere. Now I want to shoot this in colour, so today's big issue before I start shooting is which colour film I'm going to use. Now, I have Fuji slide film, Provia, and I have Ektar, I have Kodak Ektar, both very, very good colour films. But I'm trying to decide which is the best one for the conditions this morning. Now part of me thinks go for Ektar, because the thing about Ektar is it's got a lot of dynamic range. Although it's dark in the forest at the moment, the light could come through at any moment and it would make it very difficult to shoot without a negative film. On the other hand, I've got Provia, which is going to give me more contrast. It's a bit sharper. In terms of saturation, there's probably not that much in it, so I'm not quite sure at the moment. Okay, so I chose Provia. I went for it because the dynamic range, when I took my spot meter reading, trusty old Sekonic, when I took my spot meter reading, I got readings within about 2 stops of each other. So there's hardly any range to worry about there, and I know that slide film then is going to give a beautiful separation of those tones. The negative film will be better if the sun comes out. So a standard 65mm lens, which is 35mm in full frame terms, and a 30-second exposure. Simple. Now, film choice for your camera has a massive effect on the outcome of your images, unlike digital, where the sensor is pretty much the same regardless of what you shoot, and you do all the manipulation in post-process. And part of the joy and the pain of film is deciding, when you go out shooting, the look you want. Now, I've already locked that look in by going for previous slide film, and I have to now work with the limitations and also the benefits of that film. And that's one of the things I love about film photography. Now remind me, but I think I said recently that one of the reasons I didn't shoot as much slide film was because of the faff of getting it developed. I have to send it off and it takes quite a long time and it's quite expensive. And then I thought to myself, hang on a minute, I'm missing a trick here. I am limiting my options to a smaller range of films because I can't be bothered sending it off or developing it. So I have manned up a little bit and bought myself another E6 kit. So I will be developing this roll myself. Now this is another relatively straightforward. Compositionally it's straightforward anyway, but the metering's a bit trickier because I do have some area of reflection on some stagnant water. And that's pushing my meter reading to the extremes probably of slide film. I've got a density of probably 15 seconds at the darkest at f16 and about a second at f16 in the lightest area, and I will clip slightly there because there are extremes beyond that which I'm just not going to capture with the film. So about 4 seconds should do it, but given my lack of use, shall we say, of slide film, I am going to afford myself the luxury of bracketing 1 stop either side. Well, it's now that the sun's got up and the dynamic range has shot up, you start thinking, Ektar would have been very nice in these conditions. However, I've metered around the scene, and again I'm sort of pushing it a little bit in terms of the latitude. I've got a tree trunk which is possibly the darkest area I need some detail in, and I've got the foliage being backlit. Absolutely no clear sky in there, that would blow out terribly. So I've sort of split the exposure right down the middle and gone for a sort of 2 seconds, which should put me in right about the right ballpark. But again, being a bit lazy stroke cautious, I have bracketed one stop either side. Now this is exactly the sort of lighting I didn't want, and this is what's going to make it very difficult to shoot slide film. Let me spin you around. I think as you can see, I'm blowing out on the camera, and if I spin you around this way towards the sun, yeah, we're not going to be able to capture that with Provia. I think it'd be a push with negative film, but at least it'd have a fighting chance, so I need something a little bit more shaded. Well, I'm sad to say I can't find anything else to shoot. I have wandered around for probably about half an hour. It's just too harsh, it's just too bright, there's just nothing really. I mean, this area was lovely earlier on, but it's just not doing it now with that light breaking through. So that is the end of the day, that's the end of the morning, sorry, end of the shoot, and I'll get back and get these processed. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I will be out shooting more with colour negative, colour slide now that I've got myself the chemicals and I'm going to be prepared to do a bit more developing. So yes, thank you for coming. See you soon.